Welcome back. You're still tuned into Power Breakfast on CNBC-TV18. This is our Power Prep segment now, and we have our research team joining it to tell you what the trade setup is looking like, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and the action from the F&O space as well. Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. Sudarshan, let me come across to you. Looks like the Santa Claus rally will continue.
Morning, Sonal. So it was a positive start to the week for the US market. Despite low volumes on the board, the major averages closed Tuesday's session with gains of 0.5% each. And like Friday, on Tuesday too, small cap index is outperformed, recording a gain of more than 1%. Also, the IT-heavy Nasdaq hit record high, while the broad market index S&P is within striking distance of its record levels. For our market too, it was a positive start to the last week of 2023. The banking heavyweights like HDFC Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank, along with Reliance Industries, helped Nifty to hold the levels above 21,400. And with Tuesday's gains, the frontliners are now 1% away from their record levels hit in the beginning of this month. For today, GIFT Nifty is indicating a gap-up start. Now, talking about commodities, the energy basket was one of the best performing sectors in the US market, and on back of that, the crude, both Brent and NYMEX, surged nearly 3% each overnight to hit highest levels in last 3 weeks. Gold too saw a move higher, tracking lower dollar and 10-year yield. The precious metal continues to trade just below the level of $2100 per ounce. On to institutional activities, FIs sold shares of Rs 95 crore, while DIs have bought Rs 167 crore as volumes remain low in the last week of the year. Lastly, sectors that can be in focus today. First one, metals, especially stocks like Hindalco, Nalco and Vedanta, because aluminium has gained 3% overnight.
Okay, all right. So that's a wrap-up of what to expect from the market action today. Let's talk about some stocks that will be on our radar. Hormaz has that list.
Morning, Sonal. I'll start off with the Adani Group stocks, and after the news flow that emerged yesterday before market close, two more stocks are in focus today. Adani Ports will have a board meeting on the 3rd of January next year to consider a fundraising proposal. But Adani Energy Solutions has received a letter of intent to acquire a 100% stake in Halwad Transmission Limited, which it will acquire from PFC Consulting Limited, and it will be investing a sum of 3,000 crore rupees to build, own, operate and transfer this 301-kilometer transmission project for a period of 35 years. Now, Vedanta, the record date for the interim dividend of 11 rupees that it had declared is today. So we'll keep that on our radar. Kansai Nerolac has signed a pact with the Ranwal Developers Unit to sell its Lower Parel land parcel for a sum of 726 crore rupees. Aditya Birla Capital has made some investments in its subsidiaries. First, it will be investing 850 crore rupees in Aditya Birla Finance on a rights issue basis, and it will also be investing 50 crore rupees in Aditya Birla Capital Digital. Now, Vishnu Prakash R. Punglia has received a letter of award for projects worth close to 900 crore rupees from the Uttarakhand government, and this is the biggest order that the company has received since its listing recently. LIC will be in focus. It has decided to set up a branch at its GIFT City in Gujarat. The Z-Learn, where Axis Bank has filed an insolvency petition at the NCLT. Power Grid will be in focus because it has acquired Wataman Transmission for 18 crore rupees, and separately it has also commissioned a 500 megawatt Tuticorin wind energy zone project. And lastly, SJVN, which has received a 100 megawatt solar power order from the Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam for a sum of 550 crore rupees. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that list, Hormaz. But a lot of action from the F&O space as well. Mangnam is joining us now. Hey, Mangnam.
Good morning. It was a good day of trade in yesterday's trading session. The Nifty ended virtually about 100 points higher, and that was led higher by, the Nifty Bank, which did extremely well in yesterday's trading session, as did the mid-cap index. What was interesting was the way the IT index performed as well. It was expected to be a bit of a drag, and that's what it was in the first hour of trade. Thereafter, it recovered from the lows, and even though the IT index ended marginally in the red, it ended well off lows, and that's what kept the index higher. As far as the cash market volumes are concerned, on a gross basis, they were a lot lower, about 20% lower than what we've been seeing over the last few trading sessions, and that's largely on account of the year-end factor. But nevertheless, near 100 crores sell by the FIs, 170 crores buying by the DIIs itself. In index futures, at rallies, FIs are taking some money off, and that's what something was visible in yesterday's session as well. Close to 777 crore worth selling in index futures. The FI longs, which were close to around 66% just a couple of sessions ago, have now come down to around 64%. Nothing really to worry, but the India VIX, which was higher, was indicating that there is some selling at the top itself. Where does the market go from now? The options are positioned for strong support around 21,250 to 21,300. Why do I say that? Because look at the action at the 21,400 put for a premium of 60 odd rupees and the 21,300 put for a premium of close to 36 odd rupees itself. On the way up, however, there could be some congestion around 21,550 to 21,600 because we are seeing some writing at the 21,600 call and some at 21,500 call as well. The Nifty previous high is at 21,593. So that is a level that we'll be watching out for in terms of a near-term resistance. In terms of stocks, a lot of long positions added on a couple of names like Tata Chem and Laurus Labs. And RBL Bank is the stock that I'll be watching out for. After falling yesterday, the stock has entered F&O ban.
Okay, all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us and prepping us up for this trading day ahead. It's time to get into another break. Up next, we'll get you all the cues from the commodities market, so stay tuned for that.